Now on CoastTV News.
Cool temperatures to start the week. We've got 60s this Monday morning. High pressure keeps us pretty quiet for today and the week ahead. I'll have your forecast details coming up.
Ongoing investigation into a house explosion in Maryland. Details about the incident that killed 2 people.
Efforts to reduce crashes at a popular spot in Georgetown. A new committee aimed at protecting the Georgetown Circle.
And the Wart Maryland Open recap, a look back at the world's largest and richest billfish tournament.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Monday, August 12th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
And I'm Elisa Weber. Matt Pensick has the day off. And thank you for joining us for Coast TV News Today. And welcome to our 5 o'clock hour.
Yes, and you welcome to our 5 o'clock
Thank
hour.
you.
We're so excited to have Elisa. Elisa will be in with us for the week while Matt takes some, well-deserved time off. So happy to have you.
Thank you. I'm excited. I'm happy to work with you because I think everyone thinks we're like the same person, look like sisters.
We do get that a lot. So if you're shocked and you're like, wait, there's 2 of them? That's why. So yeah, we do get mistaken for each other a lot. So this will maybe help you decipher between the 2 of us. But someone who you can't mix him up because he's just too unique is First Alert Meteorologist Bob Trahy. Bob, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Welcome, Lisa, to the morning show. And good morning to you, Paige, and good morning, Delmarva. Don't know if you guys noticed, but we have had some meteor showers overnight. The Perseid meteor showers are peaking about 50 to 100 meteors per hour. You can see those now between now and about 5 o'clock. So really cool stuff. Looking at temperatures this morning, comfortable, nice sleeping weather. 63 Georgetown, Milton 63, Bethany Beach 68, or Rehoboth right now, you're at 68 degrees. Winds are light, and we do have some clouds obscuring the stars, I should say. It might be a little tough to see those meteor showers, but we're seeing some of the stars and some clouds right now. We've got high pressure building in, keeping any kind of rain to the south. And they have some of those storms and rain across North Carolina right now, but for us, we're nice and quiet. Here's Futurecast. We're in and out of those clouds today. Comfortable humidity levels by late morning 70s and low 80s, low to mid 80s by about 1 o'clock. So mid 80s inland, later 70s at the beaches, and a beautiful Monday in store. Make sure you stay hydrated with water and have the sunscreen as our temperatures just a tad below average. Pretty quiet work week ahead. Much more on that forecast coming up in just a few moments.
Looking forward to that, Bob. Thank you. 2 people are dead after a house explosion near Baltimore. This was Sunday morning. As you can see on your screen right now, we're showing you video of the aftermath. It shows that home reduced to a pile of rubble. The exact cause of that blast still under investigation. The fire department was initially dispatched to the home in Harford County for an exterior gas leak. That was around 6:42 a.m. According to officials, there was an odor of gas within that area. Several homes and structures in the community also had damage, displacing as many as 12 families.
And the Ocean City Police are still investigating a deadly crash that killed 1 bicyclist. According to police, the crash happened around 2 p.m. on Sunday near 14th Street and St. Louis Avenue. Police say 34-year-old Stephanie Holston was killed while riding her e-bike after being hit by a car. Unfortunately, Holston was pronounced dead at the scene.
Maryland State Police are still investigating a shooting they say happened Sunday morning. Troopers say it was around 2 a.m. at the Cherry Beach Park in Sharptown. Police were called there for reports of shots fired. According to Maryland State Police, officers looked around the area for any victims, but they didn't find any. So now Maryland State Police are asking anyone with information about this shooting to please contact authorities.
New this morning, Maryland State Police are warning about a recent phone scam of people impersonating troopers. According to the agency, scammers are using the real names of troopers in an attempt to steal personal information from potential victims. Troopers say the scammers are claiming to be from Culver County Sheriff's Office, and some even have caller IDs that look real. MSP says if anyone gets a suspicious call asking for name, rank, and badge number, then hang up and call the office they claim to represent.
Happening today in Georgetown, officials are calling on the public for some solutions. Georgetown's creating what it calls a Circle Advisory Committee. People on this committee will give ideas to protect the town circle and prevent drivers from crashing into it. There have been 5 crashes throughout the circle in the last just few months. Mayor Bill West says forming the committee is a way to get everyone involved.
First go around, we'll just bring it up to the council members and let them go out and talk to the people and find out what members of the community want to be on the board, and let them, then we'll bring it together as a group and let them start discussing what they can do and what they can't do.
And the Circle Advisory Committee is scheduled to be appointed at the next Town Council meeting. That is tonight at 6:30.
And plans to improve Cape Henlopen State Park are taking shape, especially a new park office and entrance. If you take a look at your screen right now, here are some designs of the proposed site plan. Denrec says the new office would feature a public lobby that would provide indoor queuing for park pass purchases at a gift shop. And it would also provide visitor parking, and the public can continue to comment on projects now through Wednesday, August 14th.
The White Marlin Open has come and it's gone this year. Many people walked away with actually millions of dollars. The same boat had been on top of the leaderboard most of the week.
And did that change on the final day? Well, Delmarva Sports Network Kayleigh Santiago shows us how the week ended, all excited for the anglers.
Day 6 and the final one of the 51st annual White Marlin Open. And yes, there was 6 days because severe weather did hit the shore just a bit. So this wraps up the final one at that. It was a beautiful evening though here in Ocean City, Maryland. We did have a leader in the Wahoo category. The boat called American Lady coming out of Indian River, Delaware, winning $68,000 and just a bit more at that as well. A 70-pound Wahoo, the leader of that category. But the moment you've all been waiting for, the overall winners. And it was that White Marlin that came in on Tuesday by boat Waist Knot, an angler Ven Poole out of Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing in at 77.5 pounds, which cashed in for just under $4 million. In second, it was the boat Bill Fisher, falling just short of first by 1.5 pounds. They reel in a 76-pound White Marlin, gaining just under $2 million. And in third, Stonecutter with the 897.5-pound Blue Marlin, gaining just under $530,000. And that just about does it for the 51st annual White Marlin Open. And not too bad. Last year there was no White Marlin that was brought up that qualified in the tournament, and this year it was 2 White Marlin coming out on top of that leaderboard. Reporting in Ocean City, Maryland at the White Marlin Tournament for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Kayleigh Santiago.
And now we're going to recap our Olympic bracket. Delmarva has chosen their favorite sport.
Yeah, this is exciting. You all voted. Let's see what came out on top. I'm not really that surprised. Gymnastics.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either.
Do you want to share what you voted for?
I voted for gymnastics, but okay. I love track and field, though.
That's a good one, too. Yeah, I'm not surprised about our Final Four at all. But yeah, gymnastics, you guys have been voting, took the lead. So, hey, you know, it's understandable. A lot of drama with that sport this year as well. A little back and forth.
Oh, yeah, and it's still going on, too, the drama after the Olympics.
It is, yeah. So we'll get to that in a little bit, too, actually. We're going to talk some Jordan Childs later on in today's show. But there it is. You voted. Gymnastics is Delmarva's favorite summer games.
I'm still so sad the Olympics are over.
I know, me too.
I woke up and I was like, oh, I just loved watching it.
Me too, yeah. But now we can get excited for politics.
That's true.
That's what's coming up.
Yeah. The Democratic National Convention begins 1 week from today with Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, gaining momentum.
Yeah, despite stepping aside from the nomination, President Biden confirms he's going to hit the campaign trail for the vice president. NBC's Chris Pallone shows us how the Republican vice presidential nominee has been hitting the airwaves, sharpening attacks on Democrats, and also clearing up some of his running mates' policy positions.
Vice President Kamala Harris back in Washington after a cross-country campaign blitz with her new running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. The Democratic duo riding high after stops in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Arizona, and Nevada drew crowds in the thousands. A new poll shows Harris leading former President Trump among likely voters in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, all within the margin of error.
Hey, Nevada!
The vice president launching a new policy proposal over the weekend.
When I am president, we will continue our fight for working families of America, including to raise the minimum wage and eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
It's not the first time that's come up.
We are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips.
The former president complaining online that Harris just copied my no taxes on tips policy. Republicans trying to blunt the Democrats' momentum, accusing the vice president of dodging policy questions. This as Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, denied Republicans favor banning a key abortion drug just days after the former president said he was open to it.
And he said it repeatedly that his goal is not to block mifepristone, it's to let states make the decision on abortion policy.
And in his first interview since stepping aside, President Biden explained Sunday why he bowed out.
A number of my Democratic colleagues in the House and Senate thought that I was going to hurt them in the races.
The president said he plans to campaign for Vice President Harris and is slated to speak at the Democratic National Convention next week. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
Two sources tell NBC News besides President Biden, former Presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton will speak at the Democratic Convention, as well as former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. And the convention begins a week from today.
And this morning, the Bidens will soon be getting ready to leave the coast after spending their weekend at their North Shores home near Rehoboth Beach. What you're looking at right now on your screen, President Biden went bike riding in Cape Henlopen State Park Sunday. According to the White House, the president and the First Lady will be leaving around 8 a.m. this morning to head back home. Well, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
And coming up, the sound of the school year will show you the early preparations for this year's marching band at Cape Henlopen High School.
Also ahead, first ever film premiere for one local camp, why the executive director says this program is so important to rising talents.
And with all the flight frustration going on, one company has ranked the best and worst airports. We'll tell you which travel terminals you may want to steer clear of. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it. The expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water. Or maybe into some hot water, if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Be advised, this is a great opportunity to save thousands on a hot tub and swim spa Friday through Sunday. Millions of dollars of factory direct 2024 inventory with Comico Civic Center. Hundreds of different models to choose from. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs in stock, ready for delivery. Save thousands. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old hot tub with Comico Civic Center. Free admission, free parking. Call 855-SPA-SALE.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy! It's like the Everest of trivia.
Spitting truth there.
You gotta feel smart if you want to look smart. Be smart, be smart, think smart, talk smart, get smart. You are smart, smarty pants.
What is Equus?
Nitroglycerin. Avignon.
Hyperglycemia. You got revenge on that category.
I sure did.
You got to unleash the power.
Woo!
That's the path to Jeopardy success.
You know, I like that, yeah.
Yes.
Jeopardy on Coast TV.
Kicker presents Ocean City Jeep Fest, August 22nd through the 25th. Ride with us. It's the ultimate Jeep experience, brought to you by Coast Country and Coast TV. Beach crawls, sand courses. We have hundreds and thousands of Jeeps descending on Ocean City. On-site sales and installations, product specials, and product specialists right there for you to check out at the convention center. Remember, this is the ultimate Jeep experience. Show and shine. Be there. Register now at OceanCityJeepFest.com.
5:13 on this Back to Work Monday. Bay Health Cam in Dover. You are dry, calm, and comfortable. Beautiful sleeping weather. That's the first time I've said that probably in several weeks. 63 in Georgetown and Delmarva. A little milder at the beaches. 70 in Indian River Inlet. Rehoboth right now is 68. Winds are pretty light right now as high pressure is taking charge. We're seeing a few clouds, and as I mentioned earlier, we have the Perseid meteor showers. 50 to 100 meteors per hour the next couple of nights, so enjoy that. Otherwise, sun and clouds today. Any kind of rain is staying farther to the south. Here's your golf forecast, and I straighten out my putting finally. Excellent. Boom, right in the cup. Sun and clouds today, comfortable humidity, but still bring the water along and the sunscreen. 84 this afternoon.
Thank you, Bob. And if you live in Laurel or just drive through the area regularly, here's some road work to be aware of. Starting today, Scott Lane Road will be closed, and DelDOT says that crossroad pipes are being installed, and this closure will last through Tuesday, August 20th, with weather permitting. And early voting for Delaware's upcoming primary election is set to begin at the end of the month. The Delaware Department of Elections announced the schedule and locations, and you can vote early from Wednesday, August 28th to Saturday, August 31st from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Then on Tuesday, September 3rd from 11 to 7, or from Wednesday, September 4th to Sunday, September 8th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. For a full list of early voting locations, head to coasttvnews.com.
Travel company Upgraded Points ranked the best and the worst airports using data from the Bureau of Transportation Statistics. Here's what they found out. The best airport for early morning flights is Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Miami International Airport ranked the worst for early flights, with nearly 32% of those delayed. Now on the flip side, the best airport for red-eye flights is Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Lastly, Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport, that ranked worst for those PM flights. Many big box retailers are getting into the spooky season. Earlier than ever before, Michaels started selling Halloween merchandise back in June. So far, sales of Halloween goods have actually beat their internal expectations. Meanwhile, Home Depot started selling its Halloween decorations online in April. That was actually fueled by the high demand, but other stores won't start stocking their shelves until closer to Labor Day. I think that makes a little bit of sense. Still ahead this morning, we're talking a first ever film premiere for a local camp, how the executive director says the camp benefits children, and when you can get a chance to watch the film yourself.
Cool and quiet conditions on this Monday morning. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camera in Ocean City. Probably clear enough to see some of those Perseid meteor showers. Otherwise, a quiet start to the week weather-wise, and much of the week is looking dry and comfortable. Humidity creeping up a bit late week. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, we get a preview of Ocean City's plein air event, where artists paint the town's beauty in real time. Plus, stylish pics to keep you cool and chic during the dog days of summer. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're going to meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on Coast TV.
Draper Media presents the Shore Living Expo, celebrating health, wealth, and home. Saturday, September 7th from 10 to 4 at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Sponsored by Spicer Brothers and Pohanka. Great demonstrations and interviews with Delmarva Life's Lisa and Jimmy on the expo stage, along with prizes and fun. Plus, meet your favorite Draper Media TV and radio talent. From crafts to home services, boats, cars, and RVs. This is a free event you don't want to miss. Go to WBOCevents.com. See you at the Shore Living Expo.
My dad just wrapped up a new well at this beautiful new home in Delmar. Let's hear from these happy new homeowners.
I didn't really expect him to finish up in 6 inches of mud.
But he did it. We were very happy with the quality of the job they done.
He's nothing but the best product.
And we highly recommend them.
I don't recommend a lot of people, but I would recommend Daisy's Well Drilling. They're just a phone call away.
Way to go, Dad. Daisy's Well Drilling. Family owned and operated since 1941.
Get the Coast TV News app. The latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Coastal news customized to your needs. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Coast TV, our community, your news.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
It's 5:18, and let's take a live look outside into Ocean City. And as you can see the Ferris wheel lights. I mean, you know, that's a good sight. But Bob, this weekend, it was perfect outside. I went for runs, sat by the pool. I mean, this weekend after Debbie last week in the rain, it was amazing.
Absolutely, Elisa. You know, and that's kind of the function of these tropical systems. They take all that humidity and moisture with them and then usually leave the nice weather behind. And we had that this past weekend. As you mentioned, you were outside with activities, a lot of folks out and about. And we finally have some comfortable humidity levels. Remember, all last week we were up in this area, very humid to miserable with Debbie passing by. Not so this week. We're looking at high pressure, comfortable afternoons. You can see around the 2 o'clock hour, comfortable range today and tomorrow. It does creep up a little bit Wednesday and Thursday, the humidity, but not too bad. And then we're in the muggy range by the end of the weekend. A little more humid for the weekend, but all in all, a good-looking week ahead. Average high 86, so I think we'll actually be a tad below average. 84 today, 83 Tuesday, and then mid-80s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And right now, temperature-wise, 68 Bethany Beach, Lewis 64. It is comfortable. You can turn off the AC for the first time in a long time. 63 in Georgetown, Salisbury 66. Light winds, and that's the function of high pressure building in. We have a few clouds obscuring those stars and the Perseid meteor showers, so enjoy those the next couple of nights. And we have some showers across the Carolinas offshore from the Outer Banks with a front here, but we've got high pressure, and that will keep us mainly high and dry. There are some little disturbances coming through that ridge, so every once in a while this week we could see a stray shower, but for the most part we are dry. Here's Futurecast this morning. In and out of the clouds, temperatures warming through the 70s, low 80s late morning, and then by afternoon we'll say about 83 to 85 inland, 70s at the beach. Is a little cooler for you, but all in all very comfortable, and another comfortable night on the way with clear skies, a few clouds out there, and once again more of those Perseid meteor showers. Comfortable Tuesday morning into the 60s, and then another nice day on your Tuesday, warming into the low to maybe mid 80s, cooler at the beaches, and then on Wednesday we'll do it all again. A cooler start with temperatures in the lower 60s, and then by afternoon we are into the mid 80s. We're still watching the tropics. It is potential tropical cyclone 5 now gathering strength east of the Lesser Antilles. It looks like this will become Ernesto in the days to come, maybe skimming the northern Lesser Antilles, but then it looks like it curves out to sea, so it looks like a fish storm. I don't think we're worried about the storm too much as we go down the road, but we'll continue to watch it. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, temperatures in the low to mid 80s the next several days, in and out of the clouds, maybe a stray shower, but looking good into the weekend, maybe a storm by next Sunday. Umbrella winner today is Michelle Johnson from Greenwood. Congratulations, Michelle. You have a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. And there's a lot of up-and-coming talent in Sussex County. An organization called First State Community Action Agency had their first ever film camp last week. And on Friday, they had their first movie premiere. The kids were able to produce 2 films with the help of experienced entertainers. Executive Director Bernice Edwards told Coast TV this program is important to the number of kids for a number of reasons.
The other thing, too, is it gives our kids an opportunity to see people who have gone through the trenches and look where they are now. And we often tell our kids, don't look where you are today, but look where you're going to be in the future. And that's what we are trying to do, is prepare them for the future and be all they can be.
To find out how you can be selected for the Summer Enrichment Program, visit coasttvnews.com.
Coming up next on Coast TV News today, the sound of the school year. We're giving you a first look at the Cape Henlopen Marching Band, and we're going to tell you what's new and improved to look forward to. We'll be right back.
Nearly 3 million people in America have glaucoma, and it's one of the leading causes of irreversible blindness. Traditional glaucoma surgeries come with a long potential list of complications, but new advances in minimally invasive glaucoma surgery, otherwise known as MIGS, is allowing us to treat glaucoma in a different way. MIGS allows us to use microscopic equipment to operate sooner and more safely. We were the first team to bring MIGS to the area, and fortunately for our patients, most insurance plans are now covering it.
For more information about chest, Delmarva experts.
We're Coast Country, and we're Delmarva proud.
Join us for Fur and Field Day on September 7th at the Humane Society of Wicomico County. Enjoy competition, outdoor fun, food, vendors, and adoptable animals. Gather your team of 8 to 12 people for just $20 per person. Participate in fun games, water activities, face painting, live music, and more. Don't miss out on this exciting day. Visit wicomicohumane.org for more info. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network, coach who makes a difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, and Delmarva Day. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
Let's get you ready for fall. It's a big win. Let's do it.
Ryan Seacrest joins Vanna White this fall on Wheel of Fortune.
I'm ready! Wheel of Fortune on CoastTV.
Get the CoastTV News app, the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Summer, of course, it's been fun, but it has to come to an end at some point. And marching our way is the Cape Henlopen High School Marching Band. Listen to this. Doesn't that get you excited for football games? It's the sound of the school year, and they're already striking the right note. Now, despite some dreary weather last week, Cape Henlopen High School's marching band began their practice. They're learning marching technique, memorizing music, and forging friendships, of course, along the way.
We have as a band, we've increased our student size by quite a big margin. So we're going to have a really great show, and we're able to do a lot more things visually and really bring the performance factor up.
Definitely. I think we're all excited now for some halftime under the Friday night lights. And as we bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Bob, I know we just talked school, but we should still have some really good beach days ahead of us, right?
We should, guys. And, you know, all the kiddos out there going, oh, no, school's coming up in a week or two, a couple of weeks, yeah, or after Labor Day. We're getting close. But, hey, we're still going to the beach as well. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, mix of sun and clouds today. A little cooler with mid to upper 70s. The UV index is high. Rip current threat is low, but still be careful out there. Swim with the buddy. Lewis and Rehoboth Beach are in the 70s to lower 80s in Lewis. A nice drive, a ferry ride, I should say. You're not going to be able to drive from Lewis up to Cape May, but enjoy the ferry ride. Looking good. Bay forecast, Cambridge upper 70s and low 80s and right around 80 in Cambridge today. Only 1 foot waves on the bay side. Pretty quiet week ahead. I'll have much more in your forecast coming up.
Bob, thank you so much. Also coming up after the break, we're talking tense tower arrest. How far this man made it up the Eiffel Tower before being captured by police.
In Cape Park improvements, we'll tell you about the possible enhancements that could become a reality at Cape Henlopen State Park.
And a deadly house explosion shakes one Maryland neighborhood. Why officials were initially responding to that area as the investigation into the cause continues. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor, and suddenly I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy, like the Everest of trivia.
Spit and truth therapy.
You gotta feel smart if you wanna look smart. Do smart, be smart, think smart, talk smart, eat smart. You are smart, smarty pants.
What is Equus?
Nitroglycerin. Avignon.
Hyperglycemia. You got revenge on that category.
I sure did.
You got to unleash the power.
Woo!
That's the path to Jeopardy success.
You know, I like that, yeah.
Jeopardy on CoastTV.
Ocean City Jeep Fest, Coast Country, and Coast TV present live in concert August 24th. It's going to be Jason Michael Carroll and Sam Grow. Openers Blake Wood and Rich LaFleur. It's a night of music with songs and stories at OC Performing Arts Center. This concert is to benefit St. Jude Children's Hospital. Brought to you by Kicker, Joe's Jeep Jungle, Trail 7, Berlin IG Burton Jeep, and Livewire Media and Events. Don't miss this show and get your tickets now at etix.com. August 24th. Doors open at 7 p.m.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Now on Coast TV News.
Cool temperatures to start the week with 60s for the most part this morning. High pressure keeps our weather on the quiet side for the week ahead. I'll have your forecast details coming up.
A deadly Maryland house explosion. We have details about this ongoing investigation.
And plans to improve Cape Henlopen State Park, how the public can have a say in the park's future.
A man was arrested after climbing the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, you heard that right. We're going to show you this scene in Paris just before the closing ceremony.
This is Coast TV News Today.
It's 5:30 and good morning. I'm Elisa Weber.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for joining us as we continue in our 5 o'clock hour. Now, Elisa, I know we just saw a man scaling the Eiffel Tower. We're going to get to that in a second. But you were saying you're kind of bummed the Olympics is over. Bummed enough to scale the Eiffel Tower?
I don't think that. Because
Okay.
like heights, I don't really, not my thing.
Same.
Rock climbing, like when we were younger, would you go to rock climbing parties?
yes.
That was great, and then you would look down. So I don't even know how you would do the Eiffel Tower.
Very good point.
I
Maybe
don't
he just was
wanna
like,
know.
I'm not ready for it to be over.
I think there's other ways to express your sadness, but you know what? I mean,
Yeah, like talk to your co-anchor about it.
yeah. Maybe watch like stuff on social media. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, all that good stuff. So we'll get to that more in a minute. But of course, we had to talk closer to home weather-wise. So we're going to bring Bob back in. Bob, really great weekend. Hoping for a great day today.
Yeah, it really was a nice weekend. We finally had a chance to dry out after Debbie last week. Good morning to you, Elisa and Paige. And yes, looks like that nice weather does spill into the week ahead. And comfortable weather, we can at least turn the AC down. 63 in Georgetown, 65 for you in Seaford this morning. Good morning in Salisbury, 66. A little milder at the beaches. Rehoboth, 67. Indian River Inlet, 70. We've got light winds right now coming out of the north. We like to see that this time of year. And some clouds and some stars. I've been mentioning earlier, we have those Perseid meteor showers peaking 50 to 100 meteors per hour. So pretty cool. Hopefully you have a chance to see those before sunrise. And we're looking at some showers off to the south. Those will stay there. We're in and out of the clouds today, and temperatures warming through the 70s. And then by afternoon, around 83 to 85 away from the coast, and 70s at the beaches, and comfortable humidity levels as well. A gorgeous Monday evening on the way. UV Index sponsored by Ocean City. Back into the very high range. It's a 9 today. Burn time is 10 minutes. And get used to that because we're in the very high range in the next several days. So stay safe in the sun and stay hydrated as well.
Thank you, Bob. And 2 people are dead after a house explosion near Baltimore on Sunday morning. As you can see on your screen, the video of the aftermath shows the home reduced to a pile of rubble. The exact cause of the blast is still under investigation, and the fire department was initially called to the home in Harford County for an exterior gas leak around 6:42 a.m. And according to officials, there was an odor of gas within the area, and several homes and structures in the community also sustained damage, displacing as many as 12 families.
Maryland State Police are still investigating a shooting they say happened Sunday morning. Troopers say it was around 2 a.m. at the Cherry Beach Park in Sharptown. Police were called for reports of shots fired. According to Maryland State Police, the officers looked around the area for any victims, but they didn't find anyone. Now, Maryland State Police are asking anyone with information about this shooting to please contact the authorities.
And new this morning, Maryland State Police are warning about a recent phone scam of people impersonating troopers. And according to the agency, scammers are using the real names of troopers in an attempt to steal personal information from potential victims. Troopers say the scammers are claiming to be from Calvert County Sheriff's Office, and some even have caller IDs that look real. MSP says if anyone gets a suspicious call, ask for the name, rank, and badge number, then to hang up and call the office they claim to represent.
Plans to improve Cape Henlopen State Park are taking shape, especially a new park office and entrance. So we're going to show you on your screen some designs and the proposed site plan as well. DenRec says the new office would feature a public lobby that would provide an indoor queuing for park pass purchases, a gift shop, and would also provide some visitor parking. The public can continue to comment on the project now through Wednesday, August 14th.
And we're now going to recap our Olympics bracket. Delmarva has chosen their favorite sport as the Olympics are sadly now over.
They are sadly over, but of course we're still talking about it. We're still excited, and yeah, right there you can see gymnastics was the final for the Peninsula's favorite event, and the final two were swimming and gymnastics, which I think I understand it was a pretty close race.
Yeah, I mean, swimming was so exciting to watch in the beginning, and I was sad to see swimming and gymnastics over. It's sad, like, they're the first two that are like right at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, you know, Delmarva spoke. That's what you guys are thinking. We support it. But speaking of gymnastics, of course, we have to mention U.S. gymnast Jordan Childs. She, as of right now, must return her bronze medal in the floor exercise final. This was following a ruling from the Court of Abolition for that sport.
Yeah, the CAS voided the scoring inquiry that led to a .01 increase in Childs' score, which vaulted her from 5th to 3rd place in the competition.
Yeah, that decision says the appeal by U.S. coach Cecile Landy came outside the 1-minute window allowed by the IFG, the International Gymnastics Federation. The CAS also said the original finishing order should be reinstated, with Romanian gymnast Ana Barbosu in 3rd place and Childs then in 5th.
But now U.S. Gymnastics is asking the CAS to reconsider its decision, saying they have submitted video evidence that they say shows their initial request for a scoring review came at 47 seconds after Childs' score was first posted. And following the ruling, Jordan Childs, who has apparently received hurtful comments on social media since the competition, posted 4 broken heart emojis on her Instagram account on Saturday and wrote, quote, "I'm removing myself from social media for my mental health. Thank you." And one man is facing charges after police in Paris arrested him for climbing the Eiffel Tower on Sunday, just hours before the Olympics closing ceremony. The shirtless man you see on your screen right now was found scaling the 1,083-foot tall tower, and it is unclear where he began his climb, but he was spotted just above the Olympic rings during the second section of the monument, just above the first viewing deck. And police evacuated the area as they attempted to detain the man, and the man was intercepted by police about halfway up the tower.
All right, very interesting. I can see why he got so far. It's hard to see him. Interesting. All right, well, as we continue on, fears are growing that Iran could soon launch a full-scale attack on Israel. The worry that might spark a regional war, multiple sources saying an Iranian attack could happen actually any day now.
Iran is taking issue with the assassination of a Hamas leader on its soil, and the Pentagon says it's fortifying the U.S. military position in the Middle East. As Amy Kiley shows us, analysts say Iran could choose not to retaliate.
Let's not take the path down to more war. We're entering Dante's Inferno of hell.
Some analysts say a Mideast regional war could explode soon, and the U.S. might end up involved. Multiple sources say Iran is considering a full-scale attack on Israel.
Israeli intelligence services see more and more preparations in Iran and by Hezbollah in Lebanon for some sort of a joint or coordinated attack against Israel.
Iran supports Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, and the White House considers those groups Iranian proxies. All three say they want revenge on Israel for the recent assassination of Hamas's political leader in Tehran. Already, Hezbollah and Israel report exchanging rocket fire. Now, the worry is Iran itself could attack Israel directly.
It will affect the lives of every person on this planet in terms of inflationary pressures, joblessness, and despair.
The Pentagon says Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has ordered a guided missile sub to the area. It says he's accelerating the transit of a carrier strike group.
We're there to tell the Iranians, don't do this. Hezbollah, don't do this, because you are now calling upon, you will be having the United States respond, and we will respond in a way you may not anticipate.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And we still have a lot more news to get to, so don't go anywhere.
Still coming up this morning, Drive for Blood donation. We'll tell you how you can participate in a fun event that lets you experience a real racetrack up close and how it'll help those in need.
And this historic building in Lewis has a new owner, and we'll tell you why the owners think the city should grant them a tax-free exemption. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're gonna meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on Coast TV.
Hot tub, hot tub, hot tub. Millions of dollars of factory direct 2024 inventory. Today through Sunday. Wicomico Civic Center. Hundreds of hot tubs and swim spas ready for immediate delivery. Factory direct prices. Many models to choose from. Come see the revolutionary swim spa and save thousands. Trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. 18-month interest-free financing. New 2024 inventory. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Wicomico Civic Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 855-SPA-SALE.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
It is exactly 5:41 on our Monday morning. Mainly clear skies, just a few clouds out there. Spicer Brothers camera 69 in Salisbury. You're warming through the 70s this morning with a mix of sun and clouds. So beautiful conditions, comfortable humidity, and a cool start in Redden. 61, 63 in Milton, and 68 in Bethany Beach right now. Winds are calm, but the tendency is out of the north. We like to see that this time of year. And we have a few clouds out there right now. Not a big deal. It's high pressure that will keep us high and dry today and keep the rain a little bit farther to the south. Golf forecast for today. For the first time in a long time, my putt is right in the cup. Sun and clouds today, comfortable humidity around 84 degrees. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone, another way to get your forecast. It is sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Bob, thank you. The first day of school is just around the corner. Milford School District is now stepping up to help students prepare. They're hosting a back-to-school resource day later this month at the Milford Central Academy. There, students will be able to pick up school supplies, snacks, even get a fresh haircut for free. All this is happening August 20th from noon until 4.
And a new health center is being opened by BB Healthcare. A ceremony will be held at 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday, August 13th. And speakers at this event will involve the president, CEO, and other prominent figures from BB Healthcare.
The Little Red Building across from the Zwannendale Museum on Savannah Road, that was once at one point a bank, then a museum, it's been purchased by the Delaware Community Foundation. Now, since the building falls in line with Lewis Historical District Ordinance, the outside has to stay the same, but what happens on the inside, that's up to the discretion of the foundation. They are a nonprofit organization. They're asking the city now to be exempt from property taxes and assessment. The historical structure, built in 1898, was purchased for just under $900,000.
Maryland locals, get ready to shop and save money while you're at it, because this week is Maryland Tax-Free Week. Clothing and shoes priced up to $100 are tax-free, and the first of $40 of any backpack purchase is also exempt from sales 6% sales tax. And that includes everything from shirts and pants to dresses and pajamas for all ages, not just for kids.
Good to know. We now turn to movie, music, and home video news now with Rick Damigella in the Hollywood Minute.
Excuse me, ma'am. Casting news, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan reveal their Freakier Friday co-star. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, the on-screen mother-daughter duo announced Manny Jacinto will play Lohan's husband in the upcoming sequel. New music from The Killers. The Las Vegas-born band has released the song Bright Lights ahead of their sold-out hometown residency at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace, kicking off Wednesday.
Are you seeing this? We got twins!
And recent theatrical fare heading to home video this week includes the digital release of Twisters, plus the physical media versions of If, starring Ryan Reynolds, and Austin Butler in The Bike Riders. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
We're seeing some clouds, some stars this morning, and the Perseid meteor showers. No, they're going away now. It's brightening up in Dover on our Bay Health Cam. It's a quiet start to the week weather-wise, and much of the week is looking dry and comfortable. Humidity creeping up a little bit by the late week, but all in all looking good. Your forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, we get a preview of Ocean City's plein air event, where artists paint the town's beauty in real time. Plus, stylish pics to keep you cool and chic during the dog days of summer. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
Enhance your summertime state of mind with Johnson Seed & Feed. Locally sourced trees, plants, ornamentals, and mulch. And folks that know the land. Keep your Delmarva lawn happy with our lawn checklist and our custom Eastern Shore blend. Your bare feet will thank you. Call ahead to pre-order, pick up curbside, get it delivered, or just come by for pet supplies and so much more. And you'll be singing about our selection for the birds. Summertime's sweeter when you buy local at Johnson Seed & Feed.
While hurricanes get most of the blame for wind damage, nor'easters and even strong thunderstorms can be just as devastating. And insurance policies may not cover wind-driven rain damage. So before a storm hits, walk around your home, remove any dead tree branches, and secure any loose outdoor items. After the storm, walk around again and check for any damage like loose shingles, siding, gutters, and evidence of water penetration. If you do notice significant damage after a storm, call a professional like Riptide Restoration. For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Shop, play, learn, explore at the OCRV and Van Lifestyle Show, the premier gathering for RV enthusiasts and outdoor lovers. From October 31st to November 3rd, the Ocean City Convention Center transforms into a hub of excitement and exploration. With RVs, custom vans, e-bike, golf cart, and boat test ride zones, seminars, water sports, power sports, and a wide selection of the latest gear, you'll find everything you need to enhance your next adventure. Enjoy BMX and skateboarding competitions, tiki boat cruises, and more. Buy tickets and explore with us at OCRVshow.com.
Get the Coast TV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
It's now 5:46 on your Monday morning. Let's take a live look, see what's going on now in Ocean City. Looks like maybe a little cloudy there, Bob, but we know today is going to be fantastic. And I will say I'm actually already counting down the days until all of the fall holidays. Sorry.
Yeah, let's have some fun, Paige. We're looking at quiet weather. So I have this holiday countdown graphic. Now, in 2 weeks, we've got the start to meteorological fall. And Labor Day is coming up in 21 days. We've got the first day of fall coming up towards the end of September. That's 43. Halloween, 81. And we could probably break out the PSLs before then. And then Election Day, that's coming up in less than 90 days. In 86 days. Yeah, it's going to be cooling down in time. And already some comfortable sleeping weather this morning. 61 in Redden, Milton. You're waking up to 63. 68 in Millsboro, Ocean Pines 64, at Bethany Beach at 67. Winds are light, but the tendency is out of the north as high pressure is building in, and that's giving us tranquil weather. We do have some clouds floating through right now, so we'll call it clouds and some starry skies at the present time as the sun's coming up here in about 20 minutes. And we've got some storms across the Carolinas and off the Outer Banks. There's a front here, but high pressure will keep us high and dry, not only today, but really much of the week ahead. There are some storms across the Central Plains, and there are a couple of weak disturbances rippling through this ridge of high pressure. So every once in a while, we might see a shower, but nothing that's going to be really umbrella worthy. Here's Futurecast this morning. 6 a.m. we're in the 60s and then warming into the 70s. And by 11, we should be seeing lots of sunshine, comfortable humidity levels, lower 80s, 70s at the beaches, and then our landing spot this afternoon, somewhere in the mid-80s away from the coast, but 70s at the beaches. A beautiful evening, and then overnight, another chance to see the Perseid meteor showers. Could be obscured a little bit by some clouds, and by the morning hours, we're in the low to mid-60s, so another cool start and another nice afternoon tomorrow into the low to some mid-80s, I believe, and then 70s at the coast. And you can see see every once in a while we've got some clouds floating through, but all in all, pretty quiet, starting out in the 60s on Wednesday, and then another good-looking day with highs into the mid-80s, maybe a stray shower by the afternoon. The tropics are busy once again. It's potential tropical cyclone 5 organizing here, moving to the west. Eventually, we think it will become Ernesto, first a tropical storm, then a hurricane, and then maybe clipping the Lesser Antilles, maybe the U.S. Virgin Islands or Puerto Rico before making that big curve to the north. And all the models are taking this to the north, bending this to the north as perhaps a major hurricane, but it looks like it stays off of our coast as we go into the weekend. That's good news. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Pretty nice. Temperatures a little bit below average in the low to mid 80s, a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures at night cool into the low to mid 60s. And the weekend 50-50, 84 Saturday, maybe some showers and storms by Sunday, and 85.
Thank you, Bob. Next month, the Monster Mile in Dover will hold their annual 9/11 Memorial Blood Drive. This event entails you driving your personal car around the track for 2 laps, then donating blood after. This runs from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and drivers are required to sign a waiver before taking their laps around the track. Donators will be entered into a raffle, including tickets to year's Bet Rivers 200 race at the Speedway.
Maryland Senators Chris Van Hollen and Ben Cardin announced over $25 million in federal funding for Maryland healthcare, education, and workforce training projects, as cleared a key Senate committee. The funding is part of the 2025 fiscal year appropriations bill. The senators say if passed, the projects will be bringing critical resources to Maryland communities, especially on Delmarva.
And for locals of Rehoboth Beach, the city's election wrapped, and here are the results. Over 1,600 locals came out and voted, and Craig Thayer and Suzanne Good received 2 of the highest number of votes. Thayer and Good will take office at the Board of Commissioners meeting on September 20th.
Coming up next on CoastTV News Today, preventing book bag back pain. What one pediatrician says about how kids should weak book bags so they don't cause unnecessary back pain.
And we're seeing pretty purple flowers on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Nice start to the day in Ocean City. Sun's up here in a few minutes, and a tranquil week ahead weather-wise as high pressure is in control. A few showers possible from time to time, and humidity levels rising by the end of the week. Your 10-day forecast is coming up next.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in tile, to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
I was able to look at everything that I was looking for my new kitchen, including the backsplash and the countertop and the sinks all in one place.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Kicker presents Ocean City Jeep Fest August 22nd through the 25th. Ride with us. It's the ultimate Jeep experience, brought to you by Coast Country and CoastTV. Beach crawls, sand courses. We have hundreds and thousands of Jeeps descending on Ocean City. On-site sales and installations, product specials, and product specialists right there for you to check out at the convention center. Remember, this is the ultimate Jeep experience. Show and shine. Be there. Register now at OceanCityJeepFest.com.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're gonna meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on CoastTV.
Hi, I'm Chris Adams from Mattress Peddlers, your local family-owned starter mattress store. If you've created some valleys in your pillow top mattress over the years and you're upset that you can't flip it, try this. Rotate it 180 degrees. You'll get more life out of your mattress and a better night's rest. But when the time comes, buying a mattress is quick and easy, so stop in today and sleep on a better bed tonight.
Mattress Peddlers. For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com. Celebrate Labor Day weekend with Camp Rehoboth Community Center at Sun Festival 2024 in Rehoboth Beach. On August 31st, enjoy a night of comedy with stand-up comedian Joe Dombrowski.
He looked at me and he goes, ma'am, okay, that laugh was a hate crime.
Then on September 1st, dance the night away with DJs Robbie Leslie and Joe Galthrow. Don't miss the summer's biggest party at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Get your tickets at camperhoboth.org.
Sponsored by CoastTV.
These days, students may not have to carry around textbooks, but all other supplies they have to bring to school can still make their backpacks pretty heavy.
Yeah, definitely. While doctors say long-term damage isn't likely too much weight, it can cause pain and strains. Mandy Gay there talks to a pediatric orthopedist about how to wear a backpack properly to prevent injuries.
From binders to notebooks, paper and pencils, all the stuff students squish into their bags can make the school day feel a little heavy.
A backpack that doesn't fit correctly or that weighs too much, though, can cause muscle strains, back pain, and even numbness and tingling.
Dr. Sajith Azurf with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says one of the easiest ways to measure if a backpack fits properly is to measure from the bump at the bottom of the neck to the top of the hip.
That's how long you want the backpack to be.
To help protect against injuries, Azurf says the backpack should have 2 broad padded straps as well as multiple compartments. Having a chest strap or waist strap is also a good idea. He says all of these things will help distribute weight evenly. Next, pack the heaviest items closest to the child's back and make sure it doesn't weigh more than about 10 to 15% of their body weight.
If your child is walking with their bag and they're leaning forward, the backpack is probably a little too heavy. So sometimes even splitting some of that stuff to another, a handbag or a little disposable grocery bag.
A properly worn backpack can also help prevent injury. Azurf says to make sure it sits about 1 to 2 inches below the shoulders and doesn't go more than 4 inches past the belly button.
You want the backpack to kind of sit in the middle of the back, essentially. So you might have to adjust the straps and make it snug.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The doctor says to encourage children to pack only things that they need for the day and to cut down on unnecessary weight. And he says if a child is complaining about back pain, not to ignore it. And since there could be other causes of the pain, he says it is best to talk with the doctor.
All right, time is now 5:56. We're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day loves going to the beach. And on your screen right now is Penny, who is sitting in her favorite spot in her truck, ready to play in the sand. We hope Penny was able to get in some fun sun this weekend. And Penny was submitted to us by Lauren in Ocean View. She's so cute.
She's adorable. Really pretty colors there. And of course, we want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos and telling us what makes them so special. You can look at your screen.
And scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
All right, time is now almost 5:57. One more quick look at your forecast before you head out the door. You know, Lisa, earlier Bob was saying could be a good golfing day.
Yeah. Could be a good day for a lot of those outdoor activities, guys. Golfing, heading to the beach, maybe some yard work. Yeah, all of the above are looking good for today as we're looking at starry skies this morning. And obviously, with the sun coming up shortly, we're not going to be able to see the Perseid meteor showers. I think we get another chance tonight. But a mix of sun and clouds today, winds coming out of the west and northwest, and temperatures topping out in the mid-80s. I'm thinking right around 84. Paul Davis, 10-day forecast. We are consistently in the low to mid 80s through the rest of the weekend, into the weekend and into next week as well. Looking pretty nice. Maybe more sunshine Wednesday through Friday, and maybe the next rain and storm chance comes by the end of the weekend, Sunday into next Monday.
Up in our next hour, efforts to reduce crashes at the Georgetown Circle. How officials in Sussex County are trying to put an end to this never-ending issue. That and more when Coast TV News Today continues.